Hi there, welcome to Mala's Verse. Welcome if you're new here, welcome if you have been here before. Thank you so much for joining me in today's reading. We are going to do an interesting topic today, which is what is your self compassion superpower? And we have two piles to choose from. But before we get into the reading, take a few deep breaths and breathe out through your mouth. I am going to ring the singing bowl. Wonderful. So the options that we have here are, the first one is acceptance. The second card is, or the second option is free spirit. Take your time, take a few deep breaths. Even now, relax yourself even more and let your awareness guide you to whichever pile you are drawn to. You are more than welcome to choose one or more piles. Hi, pile one. If you chose acceptance, this is going to be your reading. All right. I'm going to ring the singing bowl once. So, the first question that we are going to see is, what is it about your self compassion that you already know of, or that you already practice around self compassion? So, let's see what shows up. We have Pluto transform. We starting off really strong, pile one, and we have Aquarius originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. Okay, so I think we have Pluto in Aquarius right now. Not too sure. I could be wrong, but isn't that interesting? All right. So this is how you are already practicing. I feel like a lot of you people here, you are the kind of people who are open to looking at your shadows, basically. And you realize the value in going through that transformation and becoming that butterfly. You understand the value of letting go of parts of your ego, things that are not serving you, or letting go the parts of your ego that are not serving you, beliefs that are not serving you, beliefs that are actually hindering your awareness of who you are, what is your truth. With originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings, I do perceive that you are also quite aware of the potency and strength that gets cultivated when you overcome challenges, and how it is a treasure chest almost, or an abundance of water flowing over the cup, sort of an abundance of creativity, of knowing who you are, of healing yourself as well. So that is how you practice self compassion currently, and this is a part that you know of, going from darkness to lightness and integrating, learning to integrate as well. I'm not getting that everyone here is integrating, but I do perceive that there is that openness to understand how to integrate both of these things and move forward with both of these things in a harmonious and symbiotic connection. Now we are going to look at what is it that is a hidden potential that, okay, let me rephrase that. So, what is a hidden potential when it comes to self compassion? What could you practice more? that is available to you, but you may not have acknowledged when it comes to self compassion and specifically it being your superpower. We have not taking this, but we have Pisces at the bottom of the deck. So we have house number 5. So creativity was coming through, wasn't it? Like I said here, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. Then we have cardinal signs. Instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. That's cardinal signs are Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer. Then we have eighth house, transformation again, a sort of Plutonian energy. Transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacies. Okay, I'm fumbling on my words here. You are a firecracker, pile one. I feel like because of your shadow work and shadow aspects, you might be in hiding or you are more in your hermit zone. But you are a person who is, you have that, even though we do not have that energy here, but I'm getting a lot of, Uranus energy or Uranus, however you pronounce that planet's name. But I'm getting that energy because there's a very thunderbolt, like a powerful surge of energy, kind of energy coming through. So that is your hidden superpower when it comes to self. No, not your hidden superpower, but your hidden self compassion superpower. Sorry. So what I am receiving here is that you, because you were trying to integrate your shadow, so you must have gone through, those darkest of alleys or the darkest of valleys within yourself to understand what is it that needs transformation, what is it that's stopping you from going into your or embodying your future self or creating a future that is true to you. And in that, you may have forgotten the power in your creativity. And this could be creativity in any way, shape, or form. Of course, we are seeing artistic um, symbols because of the music symbol here, artistic things more. So, of course, that may be true for some of you. And as I always say, only take what resonates with you and empowers you. You would know the best. Yet the energy of fire is coming through quite strongly here, and house 5 is associated with Leo, which is fire energy. We have Aries, again fire energy with the cardinal signs, and we have Mars energy with 8th house as well, sort of, because Scorpio energy and fire is the energy of transformation. So what I'm receiving here is pile one, that you can have, that your superpower, self-compassion superpower, is actually nurturing your creative gifts, because your creativity, this could this could be creativity in terms of how you are solving a math equation, or how you are going into something deep, dissecting it, understanding every shade, every color. There are so many shades of blue here, and you have the capacity of really dissecting and diagnosing is also that's coming through. So you may be very creative in understanding the depths of things, especially depths, definitely coming through with the eighth house and Pluto energy here. You may be very creative in understanding depth, a lot of depth. Sorry, the depth of a lot of subjects. So instigation is actually also reminding me of the word investigation. You are a leader like energy. You have that burning fire, like the candle here, which I think is not visible, but it's here. We can see the shade here a little bit. But anyway, but you have that fire within you, who, I'm getting this energy of taking a baton into a dark empty cave. So you are the person who would want to explore it, especially if it creates a transformation that is life giving, a transformation that totally changes the ball game in a way that could contribute to the life coming in the future as well. So you are a very futuristic person, and nurturing that energy within you is going to help you have more allowance for fun also in your life, because I feel like you may have become quite a serious person, pile one here. And so you might not be as self compassionate, I would say, because you may be really strict or very hard on yourself around certain mistakes, or if you are repeating patterns, or if you are still getting triggered. I do feel like you may be hard on yourself around this. That's why I said that integration is still happening for a lot of you. It's not completely there, but understand that this creative flair in you, this could, like I said, dissecting things, it could be in that direction as well, or any other direction. But that creative flair in you, be it through artistic pursuits or by doing things in a very creative or innovative way, embracing that innovative creative energy within you, the fiery spirit, the pioneering spirit within you, is going to help you have more understanding of the strengths you carry within yourself, and you will become more forgiving as well. You may not take transformations as something that only has to be punishment around why did I do this way, because I feel like there's a punishment sort of energy in some way, shape, or form. You're disciplining yourself or you're punishing yourself. You have that fire to be disciplined and carry out something absolutely new, or bring out something absolutely new in the world. But you have to be more compassionate towards yourself by embracing your creative endeavors here, pile number one. And this could be creativity, as I mentioned time and again, in any way, shape, or form. But let's see now, what is a fear or a doubt that's blocking you from embracing your self compassion superpower? Let me just check the imagery first. Yeah, it's all right. So we have sea goddess of momentum with number 28, consistent communication. Then we have Manta Ray Mother with number 12, compassionate kindness. So, isn't it interesting? We have compassion here with the self compassion superpower. I somehow am receiving that the block here might be, or the limitation here might be, could be a belief, like everyone around you definitely deserves your compassion, your kindness, but not you. That's what is coming through. With consistent communication, what I'm receiving is that you are consistently there for other people, especially with that heart centered energy, with that green abundant energy, which is all about love, relationships, and especially heart chakra energy. So you are there for others with a lot of compassion, but you restrict yourself from receiving it. What I'm receiving here is, it's like a book, and it's actually like a shield that you have kept on yourself from receiving the goodness of life in some way, shape, or form. It's so what you are doing is probably pile number one. You're using form, structure, systems or legalities or rules of nature. Maybe it very well could be spiritual laws to actually bind yourself and restrict yourself. You are not using it to nourish yourself. You're using it definitely to nourish others, but you're not letting yourself receive the goodness of it. Why is it happening? I'm going to check. Why is this here? There's a self sacrificial energy. Six of Pentacles. Eight of Wands, the communication and Wands energy, especially Eight of Wands energy. And we have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Three of Cups right behind it. So again, being there for others, because Six of Pentacles is again being that benefactor energy. And here it's in a very abundant way. She's giving money to this person, but she's also giving a lot of food to this person, whoever is in need. But can you see how with the Eight of Wands, things are getting a little out of hand here? There's an influx of people wanting a lot of energy or help from you, or you feeling that way. I perceive that this fear is coming through from the fact that you have this genuine intention of wanting to help others, but it's not grounded with the Eight of Wands. Especially, it is not grounded around the fact that you need to have a stable footing as well. You need to have this energy where you feel safe in your physical body or your physical environment, is what I'm receiving. Because what I am receiving here is that as long as you are okay mentally and emotionally, you are, you know somewhat okay, you would still be there for others, you would contribute to others in a lot of ways. But you are not serving your own foundations, you're not taking care of your own foundations with the Eight of Wands here. So it's getting a lot overwhelming. And what I'm receiving here is that because the foundations are not firm, because you're not tending to your own foundations, you may have this, again, I'm saying only take what resonates, you may have this belief attached to this, you know, even I'm getting the word like you've created this as a sort of a moral for yourself, a moral you will have to follow, wherein you only provide for others because you can't do shit for yourself, because that's the aggressive energy I'm getting. You're very kind towards others while when you're not doing that with yourself, and that is creating this hindrance and recognizing your own self compassion superpower. Whereas what you have to realize is the more you understand your own self compassion superpower, the more you are able to contribute to others as well, because your transformation in itself is a gift to a lot many people. Your transformation into the light of who you are, and the light that you carry within yourself, is a gift to everybody. So stop giving into institutional ideas, is what I'm getting, because this is time and again, interestingly enough, reminding me of books or academy. It's also reminding me of roofing systems or roofs, in temples that are of Asian roots. So you may have misinterpreted certain rules, or you may have misinterpreted certain laws around these things in your conscious mind, or rather I would say in your subconscious. And especially, it's like you're punishing yourself because you are thinking that since I cannot handle my own stuff, at least with whatever I have, let me help others, because that's the only thing that I can do, and I don't deserve the light of day, or I don't deserve to have passion and confidence in my life, I don't deserve to have clarity in my life. That's coming through because you'd rather be there for others, and that's the fear that's creating this block. So now let's see, how can you overcome this? How can you overcome this? First, we'll see the theme or thematic energy around that. Breaking free and innocence. Bottom deck energy is awareness. And it's all combined with acceptance. Hmm. This innocence card is actually reminding me of house 5. We have children and innocence here, and your creativity, that creative spark within you, that bravery within you to explore things, to see new things, to see life with a new lens. That is your innate strength, pile number 1. And breaking free from what I'm receiving here, getting drawn to here is how the octopus is sort of leaving this mermaid, and otherwise it would have been what I'm receiving here, and it may not even be true, but the imagery that's coming to my mind is the octopus being stuck to the mermaid beforehand and just sucking the life out of the mermaid. But breaking free from that is very important. And interestingly enough, the octopus has 8 hearts or 9 hearts, something like that. I may be wrong, but definitely has multiple hearts. So that's again reminding me of giving your life force to so many people so that they keep surviving. You need to realize that that is not your responsibility, pile 1, first of all, and also that they are also coming from the same stream of consciousness, the same infinite wisdom that you are a part of. And you are not wrong in wanting to help others, but before embracing and grounding this innocent want within you and the innocence within you, which sees the world with so much purity and love, and accepting that as your strength, not as your weakness, accepting that as your strength is going to help you break free from this limitation where you are only showing kindness to others because that's the only thing you're meant to do. No, you're meant to share that same compassion towards yourself as well. So let's see, what would it look like once you start doing this? What would it look like? What would your life look like? We have Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Definitely clarity of thought. We have King of Swords here, Page of Swords right beneath that. So a lot of mental clarity, much better communication also for a lot of you guys. And your words might be sharp, precise, short, but the message would be clear. You will feel a sense of authority that you must have lost. Ten of Swords, wow. Four of Pentacles, and we have Temperance. So we have a lot of air sign energy. We do have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And Gemini again is being represented here with the Ten of Swords. Four of Pentacles is most likely Capricorn energy. Then we have Sagittarius energy. No, Four of Pentacles could be Taurus energy. Yeah, what I'm receiving here is pile 1. What your life would look like is you will, all of these, both of these energies are very stuck energies with the Ten of Swords, not being able to move because of whatever happened, people betraying you and succumbing to that, you know, that negative narrative, just succumbing to it and being restricted and not coming out of your cave, like I was mentioning in the first few cards here with the Four of Pentacles, also not sharing yourself, your energy or your resources with anybody, or being extra mindful but from a place of fear. This is from a place of fear, it's not from a place of awareness. But what is going to happen is the more you embrace your self compassion superpower, with the Temperance card, you are going to be watching everyone's move and even yours. You'll be catching yourself as well as to when you are not nourishing yourself, when you are not balancing between, you see the greens, the fresh juice here, or something, some detox drink. But there are also cupcakes here, so there is a balance. You will be good at maintaining your balance. And with the Temperance card, this is not like, it's not a balance that's feeble or something that will topple over. This is long lasting and very spiritual in nature, very mind based, very spirit body based, very emotion body based. And interestingly enough, with these leggings that she has here and the color combination being pink and white, I do perceive that that innocence energy, that innocent love within you is going to be grounded into this reality. It will not just be in the ethers or in the upper chakras for you. It will show itself in physical reality also for you. A very good combination of clear communication and communication that's coming from the heart, but it's not overwhelming you in terms of how you're overextending yourself. Neither is it. So, as I was mentioning, you will be able to have a more balanced approach to life, and especially with these two colors here, excuse me, with the light green and the light blue, there will be a very balanced and clear understanding of your boundaries and communicating them without feeling the burden of, you know, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing enough? Etc. That's going to go out the window for you. So, pile one, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if the reading resonated with you, thank you again so much for joining, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye. Hi, pile number two. If you chose the free spirit card, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to ring the singing bowl once. All right. So, first, we are going to see what is it that you already know about your self compassion superpower. So, how do you already practice it, right? Let's see what shows up. We have 8th house again. Transformation, karma, facing fears and legacies. Then we have Capricorn energy, which is interesting. Ambition, realism, and methodical steps. Hmm. You are a very serious worker, basically. I do perceive that that's very strong within you, while one as a part of your self-compassion superpower. So yeah, for a lot of you, I do perceive that this could be people who are sort of workaholics as well. So I wonder if that would count into self compassion. But you are certainly people who are very dedicated to your work. You are very clear about your timing, very on schedule. You have a very strong routine or a sense of what needs to be done when. And with the 8th house, I'm also getting you are your self compassion superpower that you are aware of is you know when to let go. And it's interesting, we do have Capricorn energy, which is, being a little stubborn also, but we have realism. So you're very realistic about something that's not growing, and you will change the strategy. You will bring in transformation. You may even start from the beginning, start from the dust, Phoenix rising energy with the 8th house energy here, if that is required. And I do perceive that, you are not lying to yourself when you do things that are scary. It's not the energy of, or this attitude of, oh no, I can handle anything. It's more so you are aware that this is going to be difficult, but I'm going to take this step. So that is how you you show compassion towards yourself, which is by actually letting go of things when they are not working any longer. You are very good at managing your time as well. That's another thing that's coming through. So either you are doing it, or you are very focused on creating this time management energy within you, and some especially for things that would nourish you, that would help you grow, that would, add manure to your soil of the foundation that you are building. That's what I'm receiving here. But what is it that is a hidden potential that you may not know of? For a lot of you, I do perceive that people might be intimidated with your aura, with your energy, because it's very intense. You could be the truth seeker and the truth speaker of your family as well. So that realistic energy is coming through. But let's see what is it, what is this hidden potential of your self-compassion superpower. Bottom of the deck is Aries energy. It's interesting because both have Mars energy very strongly here. So action taker for sure. Very, very bullhead. We don't have the Taurus card here, but very, stubborn energy for sure. Neptune and Gemini. Isn't that interesting? So much, there's a big difference here because Capricorn energy is very restricted also in a way, but Neptune is so flowy. It is literally written here: dream and transcend, and curiosity, intellect, and networking with Gemini. So you could be that lone wolf, actually. You might have that energy, pile number two, yet with the Neptune and Gemini energy coming through here. Hmm. I do perceive that the hidden strength you may have, or the hidden potential in your self compassion, superpower energy is you may be very good at creating connections with people who are very creative, like in the art field. One obvious energy could be that, or people who are people who are living a very dreamy life is what I'm receiving here. So they may not be as realistic as you are, but you have the capacity to click with people exactly opposite of you, and that is going to help you have, I think it's going to help you create or cultivate more forgiveness and again more compassion towards yourself, which will be very transformative in unexpected ways. It's going to, I feel like it's a fountain of mercy, a fountain of water gushing through from all sides like a waterfall of kindness that would wash over you once you're able to do this or you embrace this, because I do perceive that you're not very forgiving towards yourself. I am getting a lot of energy about the artistic community, and especially people who are into arts like performance arts. That's coming through strongly and makes sense with Gemini because there's communicating a lot through directly. So acting, talking, stuff like that, or voice artists. Even exploring these interests within yourself, pile number two, is going to help you a lot and help you have more kindness towards yourself. I have observed this for myself as well. When I practice something that is artistic, I develop more compassion towards myself because I become more forgiving towards my mistakes. So I do perceive that that's the energy coming through here because you are very um, diligent, but you're also quite headstrong about certain things, which is sort of exhausting your energy, or more than exhausting, it's not letting you, like we are looking at here, it's not letting you explore your hidden talents, your hidden strength, and as we are seeing the case here, your hidden self-compassion superpower. Let's see what are the blocks here, any fears or doubts as to why you are not able to embrace this. We have Moon, Queen of the Sea, reclaim receptivity. Hmm. All right, we have Visionary Sea Queen with number 22, potent projections. Then we have Dolphin Spirit, activate more bliss. Yeah, with potent projections and activate more bliss, the simplest thing or the most concise thing rather coming through here as an awareness is you may have been projected upon a lot around having joy for yourself. And I also perceive that um, you could see through, or you were highly perceptive growing up as well. So you could see through when people were faking their joy, or they were faking something, especially in a good way. But in a good way, by that I mean maybe they're faking their good intentions also. So you've been very calculative because of that, and you've not networked with a lot of people. You've stayed to yourself because of that. And in fact, maybe for some of you this is work, maybe it's mindset, maybe it's collecting things in some way, shape, or form, collecting wealth for yourself that you have created as a guard around you to not actually have a chance at experiencing joy with people who genuinely are just there for joy and exploring joy with you, exploring who they are and helping you explore who you are. That's what I'm receiving, that you are, because of this fear, you're not letting yourself have that bliss come into your life, because you've been projected upon a lot that joy may not be the best thing. First of all, that's one of the major energies coming through. Of course, only take what resonates. But the second thing coming through is you had to protect yourself so much, so that I perceive that for some of you, maybe you might be interested in costumes that cover your face, so bejeweled masks, or attires that completely cover your body as well, because that could be a metaphor to you not wanting to be seen by the world, and just move stealthily and get your work done, and just be at just focus on your life. It's great to have that kind of focus, but you are ridding yourself of the joy that life really wants to bring into your life, like universe wants to bring into your life, and help you have more access of this super power that you have around your self consciousness. Wow, so there is a lot of self consciousness. So you may have a lot of self consciousness around the way you look, or what you bring to the table is what I'm receiving. That's why the Aries and Capricorn energy, you are just work mode, work mode, work mode. You just think about what can you do better, how can you improve more. All of that is great, while to please recognize that, but also you need to have space for kindness, for love, for joy, for yourself, and celebrating that with others as well, because there are people who would want to contribute to that. And in fact, even with the moon, queen of the sea, reclaim receptivity. Pile 2, you have to reclaim your receptivity. Let's see how can you overcome this blockage. With We already are using this card, which is a free spirit card, but I'm going to look at more cards here from the Mermaid Oracle. We have we have acceptance, the card that came through for pile 1, and then we have miracles. In the simplest of terms, I would say pile 2, what's coming through is you have to be accepting of this belief that good things can come to you, that miracles can happen, that you can be free, and you don't have to bind yourself to a lot of things just to prove that you are on the right track, or you are doing the right thing, or that you are a valuable person. You are valuable just because you exist. That in itself makes you valuable and lovable. Be in allowance of magic in your life is what I'm receiving. We have, yeah, Three of Cups, King of Swords. and Empress at the bottom of the deck. Three of Cups and King of Swords, again, they are just clarifying this energy of there is a community waiting for you, a community wherein they will respect who you are, they will respect what you bring to the table, they will respect your wisdom, your mental clarity, they will be okay with any boundaries also that you put up, because that's another thing that's coming through. The rule book that you may give them as to this is how I can function the best in a relationship, be it of any kind, friendships, romantic, or any social connections. If you let them know, if you're vocal about it, they are going to celebrate you, they are not going to hold it against you, is what I'm receiving. And it's going to be utterly nurturing and nourishing for you, pile number one. So sorry, pile number two. I feel like you expressing your boundaries or expressing what your negotiables are or non negotiables are must have been something that has been held against you in the past, and so you're hesitant about sharing it. But do know that there are people who are completely open to be in allowance of who you are and enjoy life with you. So let's see, once you start embracing this self-compassion superpower, especially networking and connecting with artistic people as we were seeing before, what would it be like for you once you do that? We have Eight of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck is Eight of Pentacles. Pile 2, I definitely perceive that the more you're able to have access and give yourself the access to your self compassion superpower, the easier it will be for you to get out of any victim mindset you have and not be at or on the defense all the time. You will investigate the situation for what it is. You will be open to, any information coming through. And only on the basis of that would you make your choice rather than concluding, I am imprisoned in this way of being or in this, party. For example, if you're at a party because everyone is thinking about something else, not thinking, but maybe they are thinking about something else, or they would rather believe in something else and not converse with you, or have very different opinions on life or everything under the sun, you will not feel caged, because you will be more, you might have more, a more open view about what is it that others relate with. It's not that you're accepting it, you're becoming more curious, and it's going to help you master a lot of things as well. With the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like this is going to help you enhance your skills, people skills, in a very profound manner. And also, if your work in some way shape requires more social skills, I do perceive that that's going to help you. The more you are able to access this self compassion superpower, the more you are in allowance of it, you will have more awareness come through for you from within yourself about how to connect with people or how to get work done without sounding bossy, mean, or anything. And because I feel like that's not your intention. Your intention is definitely to let others also grow with you. So you will be able to translate that in words or in your actions with much more ease. You will learn these skills a lot better and become better at it, rather, and be able to deploy or employ these skills in your workplace in any way, shape, or form. If you're a business person, or at your job, in any way, shape, or form, you will be able to exercise these skills quite strongly. Definitely you'll be seen as a powerful leader, and a lead with the King of Wands, it's a leader that people, enjoy connecting with, because it's a very fiery, inspired energy. You may not no longer come off as someone who's very, intense, dark, or introverted, like we were, getting the energy in the beginning. You would become more, and this is not your people pleasing energy in any way, shape, or form, or you being a people pleaser. It's more so that people will be able to see your light more, and they will relate to you more, and they'll be very interested in understanding your worldview, or your, you know I'm also getting that they would be very much interested in what challenges you've overcome and even learned from you. So your free spirited energy will be seen and embraced a lot more, which may not have happened in the past. So, pile number two, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you again so much for joining, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye.